Alrighty, quick little update here. So, been working away over Christmas, New Year's type of time. It's now the 2nd of January 2022. So, I've tweaked up the Blender model sort of kit pieces for the towers a little bit more. They're still a sort of bare bones set of just 4 or 5 main pieces. But you can see I'm now reserving the land that they sit on and not placing anything there in terms of trees, grass, and other like world placement objects like big rocks or statues or anything. So you can now get in there. You can see I've got the little crossbow guys hanging around in there too. There's another tower just here. So it can build whatever number of random towers. Still got to put in the bit where when a tower chooses a random location, it should check that it's not overlapping an existing reserved land. So you can end up with 2 towers like sort of on top of each other. Still got to do that. But I've got it so that these sort of doorway pieces exist. Just a basic piece, put some torches on it, and a little sort of stepping stone to get in there. Now this guy's shooting me with crossbows. Now the tower generation at the moment, I'm assembling it of rooms. So this is 4 12 by 12 rooms, and I've got like a sitting room and a magic room or whatever. This is a great hall room. So currently they're all just slapped in there at random. I think I touched the flag. Didn't realize the flag was even there. So I'll just generate another one. So a good chance to see some more. So it does the terrains. It throws, does the building of the towers earlier in the steps now. So it does it before it places like the terrain textures and things like that. So now let's see if we can get in the boat, even though it's under the terrain in this particular instance. Come on, little boat fella, come out, come out. No. No. We're left to our own devices. There's a tower over there. I've also put a few more things on the roof, little columns and pillars and things, just so that you can stand in them. Let's go and finish the level quickly and have a look at a few more towers. Okay. There's one. Up bright and early here. Sun's just coming up. We could go and have a look at that one. Why don't we have a quick look at this one? So what else did I cover? Yes, I've reserved the land. Most of that system's now pretty good. Still need to check reserved land. Sort of need to have a request land function that just checks, is this land fully on the terrain? Does it not overlap existing buildings? If so, then sort of grant that access for that request for land. And then let the building put itself there and reserve the land and whatnot. So let's have a look at this one. So I need to try like different style towers. I'd like to make windows maybe big enough that you can jump through them. Currently they're a bit too small. You can also knock these guys out. Now this is weird, right in the entryways where they've got their torture chamber. Due to the randomness. Now, stairs are also totally sort of random at the moment. There's just one per level, but it'll put them anywhere, and it doesn't clear the room below it or anything. I was thinking of just having a trigger box that's almost as big as the stairs, and if it touches anything that's not stairs, it just destroys that object. It'd be a bit of a random kind of a hack approach, but it would delete the things that are touching it. It would leave the rooms below a little incomplete, but would kind of be. These guys are still pretty stupid, haven't worked on their AI for a while. Not used to being inside these towers. Not really been taken very far with their AI. Knock him out, tell him to shut up. So yeah, I've just got a few random sort of lights around and these different candles and things up here. We'll head up. So I want to try putting in some sort of better tower generation, taking stock of which floors are for which purpose, and putting some walls up between each room. So here's where I've put a few more objects on the top story. This fella's curious about this new tower structure that's popped up. Yeah. So, doesn't feel like I've done a bunch in the last sort of 20 days or so. But I'm very happy with the systems for reserving land and flattening the land, and the fact that they basically just work sort of on their own. And if I want to place some other new building type or location, like a shrine or a scarecrow, or like in anything really, I can use those same functions I've written to flatten land or reserve land without really putting much thought into it at all, because the thinking's been done in these sort of helper functions that I've written around that stuff, so I don't have to think about them again. So yeah, I want to start experimenting with some basic objectives, whether that's like knock out all the guards in a building, or like reach all the flags in the building and swap them over to your color or something, as if you're on a mission to sort of take over and conquer an island. Maybe you have to go around to every tower on an island and set its flag colors to, to your colors. You could have another mission where you have to get in and knock out some head dude with a a yellow hat on his head or something to tell him apart. So yeah, just experimenting with some mission types, and I guess experiment with making some of these player verbs work properly, like the arrow, the sword. I've got the knockout thing kind of working. Got the torch as well. You could light some torches to activate like a shrine or something. So I want to start experimenting with bringing things together, so you turn up and you've got an objective to do, and it's actually interesting to navigate the space and figure out how you're going to tick these objectives off. So yeah, good stuff.